Turn it up, let it start. From block to block, we snatching hearts and jacking marks. And the for all those motherfuckers that swearing to God that they doing something, that they touching something, that they being something. Y'all niggas ain't shit. That's how my mama bring the drama, nigga. Young thug, some say my criminal experience is legendary.
It's been a minute, huh?
Niggas wanna see me worry. If you come and hurry, I ain't going
back with this shit. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jake Law. This is the Morning Toke. And this is what is on my mind this morning. Actually, not a lot. I'm exhausted. Like, at my house, we already had we have a pit bull that I rescued from the Humane Society here in Phoenix, and you know, she's a cool dog and everything, but she always showed aggression against other dogs. So my sister had a litter. Her bully had a litter of puppies, and she wanted me to have one, and I was like, well, I don't know. I gotta see if Kimora, the name of my little pit, her name's Kimora, and she's not little, really, but I was like, I have to make sure that Kimora's cool with it. You know, I don't want to fucking wake up one day and have a dead puppy in our living room. So went ahead and brought the puppy home, and Kimora loves him. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it went down, but that's how it's going. So we have a brand new puppy, like a 9-week-old puppy at our house, and he is a husky bully mix, which I have seen on the internet over and over being called Pitsky, but it's not a pit bull. I'm not sure how it works, but regardless, he's a bully husky mix that we named Kaio, right? As in Kaiotea, the black belt, and he just happens to be head of he's like my master's master, right, for jiu-jitsu. Anyway, so little Kaio fucking whines and cries all night. And he finally, in the last couple of nights, has decided to sleep through the night, or at least stay quiet through the night, which is awesome. But then you get up in the morning, he's got to go to the bathroom, you got to feed him, which is perfect, right? It's perfectly fine. The problem is, once he knows your ass is awake, he's just whining and crying and playing with me. So while I'm trying to get ready for work, I'm also trying to play with this puppy, give him some attention, and my pit bull, who gets a little, not jealous, but you can tell she's a little bit like, hey man, what about me, type of, sentiment. So yeah, it takes time and energy. So we were, and I was up to like midnight last night, which I normally don't do, but I was. So, all right. It's funny. I was about to start the show, and I saw this funny headline that said Paulie Malignaggi, whatever, that fucking dude. You know Paulie, the one that sparred with Conor McGregor for the Mayweather fight. He's out here talking about that he beat Conor's ass so bad his whiskey wouldn't sell anymore. I've already said that Paulie's like shit talk is cringy, right? Like repeatedly. That dude can't talk worth a fuck. Oh my god. Like, he thinks he's so fucking fun. Look, he's a smart analyst. Like, I've heard his analysis of fights. He's not bad. He's just so cringy when he's trying to sell his own fight. Like, I beat his ass so bad his whiskey won't sell. You can't come up with anything better than that. Like, dude, I don't know what the fuck that dude's problem is. And he's always going to be talking shit about Conor trying to get that fight. Like, fair enough. Like, Mayweather and him made fucking assload of money off of it. Like set for life kind of money. You know what I mean? And, which is great. But Paulie's not, first of all, they're not going to get that much for Paulie. That fight's never going to happen. Okay? But, it's just getting annoying as fuck and kind of old. So, he's got to cut this shit out. Bellator signed Luke Barnett. Luke Barnett? Not Luke. Josh Barnett. Jesus Christ, the heavyweight. Josh Barnett signed with Bellator, which is good because you rarely get Bellator heavyweight fights, like until recently, the Grand Prix and all that. And you got a lot of them. So, Barnett should be able to beat people's asses to the way to the championship. I don't think anyone's as good as Josh there, but we've been wrong before, right? Guys going to other promotions. I mean, Eddie Alvarez got knocked the fuck out over at 1. Demetrius Johnson had a kind of a rough fight. That first round was a motherfucker. I think, like, you remember when we see the UFC let go of certain fighters, they're like, oh, shoot, what the hell? Why would you do that? And all sort of stuff. And then we see him go to other promotions and get smoked. And you're like, oh, that's why. Okay. Well, you know, I want to say Demetrius Johnson or Eddie Alvarez are in that spot, but Josh Barnett might be. So you never know if he's gonna go over there and get smoked too, which would be sad. I like Josh Barnett. He's a bad motherfucker. What else we got? I don't know. There's a whole lot of bullshit. I want to talk about Nipsey Hussle for a minute. Nipsey Hussle, obviously, you know, at this point, even if you didn't know who he was before yesterday, the day before, like you know now, he's a rapper based out of LA. Dude was like, I mean, his music's good, right? It's all right. Like, I'm not a huge fan of his music, but the man gave back to his neighborhood. Like, he went and set up businesses in his neighborhood, black-owned businesses, in a place that needed it. He gave people jobs, sometimes homeless people jobs and stuff like that. Like, the dude actually tried to make a difference with his money, right? And fucking gets fucking murdered right in front of a store. Now, there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of things being said about why or how or who did it. And, so far the main one is somebody shot Nipsey Hussle because he called them a snitch or something like that. You know, shot him in the head, shot him in the torso, shot him in the chest, I'm not sure, but they shot him twice. As far as like the lethal shots were. The other thing I heard was that everyone's talking about the Illuminati took him out, or you know, whoever the Illuminati might be, and the theory is kind of weird. So this is Dr. Sebi, who back in the 80s and earlier had or claimed that they could cure AIDS and cancer and all sorts of shit with holistic medicine, right? And we heard those claims before. Hell, there's people still today, you know, making shit up, or coming up with shit saying it cures cancer and AIDS and shit, right? So that dude got he was charged with a bunch of shit in New York in like 85 or something like that. And he won the case. They charged him with practicing medicine without a license and all that shit. And he won his case. Now, I still haven't read the details of how he won his case or what the arguments were or whatever, but he won his case. So Nipsey was about to narrate, because he heard it, you know, he found out about that story and he went all in on it, was taking Dr. Sebi's, and it's spelled Sebi, S-E-B-I, in case you're going to Google it. But he's taking Dr. Sebi's products and all that stuff, and he's believing the claims. And he was about to do a documentary on the whole case, and all of a sudden he gets murdered, right? So that's the conspiracy theory out there. I don't think it's that complicated. I think some dude really got upset that Nipsey said something to him, came back, and, you know, he was a young cat, and put a fucking bullet in his head, and like, shit. There's also that dude that jumped on, what's his name? Some rapper's Instagram and admitted to it. Now, I don't know how credible that is, and, you know, I'm sure the cops were looking at it, but, that dude went on there. It's like, yeah, I shot that motherfucker, you know, all this stuff, and yeah, the whole thing's fucking sad. Because the man that was actually making a difference, or you know, fighting to make a difference, is, you know, dead. And meanwhile, every other rapper just trying to get, you know, everyone wants to listen to every fucking little Brady hair fuckface that's, you know, mumbling on the fucking microphone about Xannies and stupid shit. Right, and they all just go off and get drunk and buy drugs and shit. And this dude that was making a difference, he gets dead, right? All the good ones die young. What are you gonna do? It just sucks, but not a lot you can do about it when there's fucking crazy people on this planet. God damn it. How about Justin Gaethje's last weekend? Knockout win. Fucking hell. I didn't think Edson Barbosa was gonna go out like that. I thought Edson was gonna leg kick him to hell. Mind you, Justin Gaethje get leg kick too, but Barbosa has some spinning shit. And man, Gaethje is a bad motherfucker. How hard do you have to hit? Like, it wasn't like Stipe-ish, because Justin hit him with a hook. He hit him with a hook, and I think I want to say Stipe hit Verdum running backwards with like a straight jab or something, right? But Edson was running, you know, walking, you know, kind of trotting backwards, and Gaethje catches him with a hook and drops him. That was wild as fuck. They showed Waterson's win over Kovacevic. That was masterful. That was a good win. I was really happy and proud of Waterson on that one. She wasn't supposed to win. You know what I mean? Every fight she's in, she's not supposed to win. She wasn't supposed to beat Felice Herrig. She wasn't supposed to beat Courtney Casey, and she wasn't supposed to beat Carolina. And so, I mean, if you're looking at people with title shots here, how is she not next? You know what I mean? Like, Waterson should be next for a title shot, taking the winner, getting the winner of Andrade and Rose. And personally, I hope it's Rose because she can get some revenge on that one. But and Andrade is a Mack truck, But I honestly think Andrade. I want to say she'd be easier to beat, but it almost feels like Jackson Wink would rather prefer her as an opponent than Rose. I think, right? But I'll leave that one for the analysts to debate. Regardless, Waterson's a bad chick. She wants to be champ mom and all stuff like, or mom champ, whatever they're hashtagging these days. I'm all for it, man. I'm all in. I got girls, so, and they're always happy watching Waterson fight and win. Even when she loses, she loses with such grace that it's just like you still support the hell out of that chick. So, hell yeah, keep it at Waterson. I didn't see what other headlines I was looking for there. This fucking thing with the closing the border wall, or closing the border. So Trump comes out, he's upset, right? First of all, Fox News a couple days ago comes out with this fucking graphic on their winning show, their fucking morning show, Fox and Friends, yeah, that's the one that Trump watches. They fucking put up a headline that said, something Trump goes after 3 Mexican countries, something like that. 3 Mexican countries? What the fuck are you talking about? Mexico's one country. They don't own other countries. So anyway, people caught on to that. I was giving them shit for it. I thought, wow, this is genius. One of the producers of Fox and Friends said, hey, put this graphic up exactly how I tell you. Let's see if the president goes out in one of his campaign rallies or one of his press conferences and says 3 Mexican countries. I think that's what happened. Right, but people caught on. It got so loud. He was like, "Ooh, shit! I better not say that dumbass shit." So, if you don't think mainstream media is just the same as everybody else, it's a bunch of dumbasses. Like, Fox News is part of mainstream media, first of all. So, whenever you go, "Oh, the mainstream media," that's Fox News, 100%. Like, Fox News is right-wing CNN. They suck just as much, for real. You know what I mean? To sit there and go, "Well, no, this network's right, but that one's wrong." No, they're both wrong. They're both shitbags, just in different directions, for different teams anyway. Anyway, so he comes out with that shit, and then Trump's upset about the caravans and shit that fucking all these Central American countries seem to be sending up to the U.S. And he's just like, he's like threatening to close the border wall, or the border, because Trump, because Mexico, he wants Mexico to do something about it or whatever, right? It's like, my guy, if you close the border, like completely close the border, do you understand how much shit you're about to fuck up? Now, there's an argument out there that's, with the cartel. No. He doesn't give a shit about the cartels. Alright, this is the fucking political sticking point for this dude, alright? He closes that border, he knows good and goddamn well the economic, effects that are going to hit the country. As an American citizen, not Mexico. Mexico get hit. You know what I mean? But the people here that Trump is supposed to be working for here are going to be hit hard. Okay? Like, produce, goods from Mexico, like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that live on the border, that go to school, that work in Mexico, and vice versa. Like, I'm sure there'll be, there'll be like, maybe some kind of program to be able to continue to go back and forth to work and everything. But at the same time, it's just like, this is just severely stupid. If you close the border, you're gonna cause a bunch of fucking problems that nobody needs. I mean, like, right now, gas, like, I know, I'm sure it's everywhere else too, but in Phoenix, like, there's like gas stations closing down, not like shutting down permanently, but just closing down because they don't have any gas, right? All these floods and everything in the Midwest and everything, all these refineries that are going under, they're kind of, it's making it hard to get gas, obviously. So prices are going up everywhere. Like, I know it's not as bad as like California or anywhere else, but we're like at $2.81 for the 87 stuff. Like, bro, and it's gonna go up. Like, we're gonna hit the $3-some, and we hit $3-something every year anyway during the summer because it gets hot and everything. and because people go out on vacations and shit, so they want to fuck everybody while they're driving. But yeah, this lady in the car next to me, she's in the like Jeep. She's blasting music with the windows up, but it's so loud I can hear it out here with her windows up. In my car with the windows up, and an earbud in my ear, I can hear every word of that song. Like, how loud is your shit? You know what I mean? And there's some depressing ass song I don't know the name of, but whatever. I'm sure I'm forgetting some shit that I want to talk about. I should probably check a list here. All right, I'll go headline by headline. This is off MMA clickbait.com. Dana White doesn't believe Conor McGregor is retired. No, yeah, don't say. I wish I had that fucking Nicolas Cage gif, or sorry, GIF. That I can't really say GIF first of all, but GIF. Really? You don't believe he's retired? Really? Goddamn, Dana. Nobody believes he's retired. Here's the difference: 40% of people don't care, because he's got a lot of fans. So I went with 40, but. I'm on this camp, but don't care if you're retired or not. Justin Gaethje. Coach says Justin Gaethje doesn't present much of a threat to Khabib. I agree. UFC heavyweight Ruslan Magomedov receives lifetime ban from USADA. Damn, boy, you fucked up. Too many roids. Conor McGregor's teammate Artem Lewis believes Notorious will return to fighting. Don't care. I don't care. I'm sure everyone does. A lot of people do. Edson Barbosa had a daughter after he got knocked the fuck out. That's pretty badass though. Like, good for him. And then that one dude that died in Brazil after getting TKO'd. That was a rough video to watch. The dude gets knocked out. He gets knocked down and beat on the ground. And then you can see him still awake. And near at some point in the video, he literally just he's not standing or sitting up. He's kind of on his hands, and his legs are kind of straight, but his hands are so almost like you're trying to get up, right? And then he just drops back down and just kind of sleeps. And apparently he died 2 hours later. So that's very unfortunate. A lot of people are saying he was using drugs the night before, and who knows if that had anything to do with it. It might have, who knows? But it sucks to see someone die in the sport. I mean, last time we heard of this, I believe, was when McGregor's teammate was fighting somebody and his teammate killed them in the fight, and it fucked McGregor up quite a bit apparently. I mean, allegedly. I don't know the guy personally, so, but it's fucking, I don't know, man. It sucks, man. It sucks to see shit like that. But you're aware that it's a possibility, right? And that story reminds you. You know what I mean? So. Anyway, just looking at some more headlines here before I go, because I'm 17 minutes, man. It's not a very long podcast. It's probably a good length though, right? All right. Well, NCAA March Madness, the Final Four. My bracket is fucked, by the way. I had Duke and UNC in the title game, and I was looking at my bracket. None of my Final Four are in there, so I'm done for the year. We're good. I did see Duke losing, before the time. I thought I could see. I said, okay, I could see Duke losing, but I thought Zion Williamson was gonna just power him through. But fucking Michigan State choked them, so good for them. And then UNC losing, that was just god damn it, that's such a UNC thing to do. When all we want is UNC Duke in the title game, or all I want anyway. Normally it's U of A, right? U of A's got a number 1 and number 2 seed. They've been doing great. They fucking get into the tournament when they make it to a Sweet 16 and shit in the bucket. Yo, you shit the bed, bro. It's irritating. Because I'm an Arizona Wildcats basketball fan. Not much fan of the football team. That's Miami for me, but damn, it fucking sucks to see. But what are you gonna do? Alright, well, I got nothing else to do. I got nothing else to talk about. We'll have a show tomorrow night, Keyboard Warriors, at keyboardwarriorsmma.com. Myself, Fred Kirby, Justin Makawa. Excuse me. We'll be talking about the UFC Philadelphia. We'll be talking about McGregor, I'm sure, and Khabib, I'm sure, and Magomedov, or no, whatever, Ruslan getting fucking lifetime ban. We'll talk more about lifetime bans than anything, probably. Yeah, probably talk about a little bit of 236 coming up here. Not this weekend, but next weekend. There's no UFC this weekend, so find your MMA sources by any means necessary. I'm sure there's something. We'll look it up and let you guys know. But don't miss tomorrow night's show. KeyboardWarriorsMMA.com. Keyboard Warriors Live. Catch you guys later. Shout out to SpicesPros.com, main sponsor for this podcast. You guys are the shit. Love you guys. Catch you guys tomorrow.